friends, as I have already described about how to induct the defense forces as an officer, and after having qualified the written tests, dear friends, you have to face the SSB interviews at the various centers. Services Selection Board. It is exclusively composed of army officers, the GTO, the psychologist, and interviewing officer, board president, brigadier. GTO is of the rank of lieutenant colonel or major. At the same time, psychologist is also of the same rank, and one more civilian is assisting in the board. There are around 4 to 5 members in each board at every center. Friends, prior to 95 or 2000 around, there was early screening tests before the assessment interviews. In order to prevent misuse of the expenditure on the failed candidates for 5 consecutive days, the board started with the direction Ministry of Defense as screening test, who are possibly and in their judgment can qualify SSB interviews. So friends, a batch of 40 is called upon at the same time in each board, and the batch of 40 candidates are divided into 5 groups. Each group is consisting of 8 candidates, and groups are given chest numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 candidates are made sit in semicircle, and your board members are sitting before you. And on the very first day, all 40 candidates will be gathered in a big hall where your board president will come and he will inaugurate an opening address. He will address all the 40 candidates how you have to stay there for 5 consecutive days during the tests. You are not allowed to go out of the barn, and only one day in between is given you for outing pass. You can go to visit certain places which are very popular in that particular center. Like for example, for army, there are 3 centers: Bhopal, Allahabad, and Bangalore. So friends, the very first day you are shown all 40 candidates a picture on the projector, and you have to write a short story which is shown on the projector in 3 minutes. And this very second day, when you are made sit in a semicircle, 8 candidates group, board is before you, and each candidate has to narrate his story, what he has written the previous day, shown in projector. And each candidates one by one at the end, when have finished narrating their stories, and there a common group discussion evolve there. So they are judging your leadership qualities. Each candidate is like you see in debate, one is being supported one each other's stories, and the other are just some of them are opposing. So an hour later your result is announced. According to the grades, the board president, psychologist, and the GTO and one more member have given each candidate according to their grade, passing grades. The result is announced. Who are screened in, they have to face for 5 consecutive days interviews, and who are failed will be sent to their home. The next day starts the assessment interviews. Thank you all.